the truth.
Nothing but the truth.
This is EDINEWS, your daily cup of tea.
Delivering news without bias.
No prejudice, just news. Broadcasting the Ormoc City Senior High School.
Good day, Philippines, and good day, Ormoc. This is Ampatuan.
And this is Ampatuan Massacre, presenting you with the latest and most pertinent news.
No prejudice, just news. After almost 10 years of waiting for a verdict to come, the single deadliest massacre of journalists in Philippine history has come to a close. Though many of the close family members and supporters are still fighting for the rights of those who were not put to justice. Let us hear the story of the trial of the decade from Caroline Ariscal.
On November 23, 2009, 58 people, 32 among them journalists, were going on a convoy to Sharif Agwak for the filing of Toto's certificate of candidacy. However, not one of these people ever made it to their destination. When charges were filed on December 15, 2009, trials were then began. This case was led by Judge Jocelyn Solis Reyes and became the most important case of the Quezon City Trial Court Branch 221. Witnesses pointed out that the Ampatuan brothers, members of ruling clan in Maguindanao, as suspects of the crime. After many trials and testimonies, murder charges were filed against 197 persons. Among them, the Ampatuan brothers, Andal Jr., also called Unsay, and Andal Sr. Due to its home stretch of 7 years, former Supreme Court Chief Justice Maria Lourdes Serrano issued a new guideline in December 2013. 10 years after the crime, Ampatuan brothers have been found guilty of murder. The two brothers are currently incarcerated at New Bilibid Prison with 40 years of imprisonment and a fine of 155.6 million pesos in damages.
Thank you, Laura. And now we have Attorney Sinisa to explain what human rights violations were committed in this case and how it labeled the country as the deadliest peacetime country for journalists in Southeast Asia. Attorney Sinisa?
The Maguindanao Massacre was an act of immense impunity. It violated the rights to life, democratic rights, press freedom, and truth, which are the fundamental liberties that any civilized nation must cultivate. The Southeast Asia Media Report for the year 2018, released on December 21 by the International Federation of Journalists, named the Philippines the region's most dangerous country for journalists to work in during peacetime. A presidential task force on media security was established by the government in 2016 to try to solve this issue. However, this interministerial group has been unable to stop the cycle of violence against journalists.
Thank you for the explanation, Attorney Sinisa. To elaborate more to why this is considered the trial of the day, we have Atashi Huwet.
Among the 197 people who were eventually charged with, 8 have passed away during the drawn-out proceedings, including Andal Ampatuan Sr. Justice is still elusive 10 years later since numerous suspects have not been brought to justice or are still at large. Due to the renown of the Ampatuans, a political dynasty with ties as far as then President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, the case was widely regarded as a test of resilience of democratic institutions in the face of pressure from wealthy and influential groups.
And that was Atashi Huwet. The Philippines trial of the decade, mass murder that closed for almost 10 years later, yet some protest that this is not big. So now, we have Carmel Bell. Carmel?
It is both a long-awaited and bittersweet turning point in the global struggle against impunity for artist deaths. Friends and families of the victims have been waiting for justice and closure for more than 10 years. A minimum of 80 suspects still remain at large, even if it is ultimately the responsibility of the government to uphold the rule of law, conduct investigations, and bring changes when journalists are killed. There is still a lot more that international organizations can and ought to be doing.
Thank you, Carmel. That sums up today's broadcast. Still live from Ormoc City Senior High School. This has been Arab Magallanes.
And this has been Ampatuan.
This is EDINEWS Broadcasting Live.
Serving you with no prejudice.
Just news. Good day, Philippines, and good day, Ormoc.